Dre, what's it like coming here? Now you're wearing the team colors and you're on campus, rookie mini camps this weekend. What have the emotions been like this last week? Is you've gone from the draft to getting here.
I mean, it's unreal, man. Just I've been, every day I wake up, I'm thankful, man. I'm praying every morning. I'm praying every night. It's like, after everything I've been through, I just know it's only one person that's really that's making it all happen, and I give him all the credit, and it's just been unreal, man. Just waking up, knowing that that I'm a 49er, but it puts another you know it makes me even want to go even harder. As soon as I got that call, I was ready to go work out. Like I'm ready to, I was ready to go prove people that 148, 147 people, slept on me. So, and me, I've always find a way to beat the odds and prove people wrong. So, I mean, this is just the beginning of it. So, I mean, I'm excited to just get started.
Trey, when we talked to John Lynch on Saturday, he said that he thinks some people might have slept on you because of the 40 time, but then he said with something like GPS tracking that they did at Arkansas that you were actually the fastest guy on the team or one of the fastest guys on the team.
Yeah, I mean, at that particular time when I ran my 40, I had a hamstring issue. 2 weeks prior to combine, that whole week, I mean, I didn't give myself not one day off. I went and trained at MJP from Monday to Friday, and then that weekend I went home and I trained with a guy named Wallace Spearman. He ran in the Olympics, and so I knew he was good with speed, and he knew how to fix some mechanics that I need to be worked on. But his training was just a little different from how we did at MJP. His warm ups were started off with 660s. It was more of a track type of training. So I just think after that long week and then having to run even more than I was really used to, I kind of I thought it was just my hamstring was tired, but a couple days later and it still felt the same way, and gave myself 2 weeks off before combine. So, and tried to get ready to run it during combine, was warming up for it, and started feeling it again, and started feeling that tightness and that soreness, and I really didn't want to hurt myself. And then I had pro day a week later, so that really didn't help. And I knew I didn't have much time, and I've already was kind of overweight. I was weighing 237, so just from trying to heal up, and but I mean, I definitely at Arkansas, I ran, I think it was 22 or just a little bit under 22 on the miles per hour, and I mean, definitely, I mean, whether whatever, I don't really care about what the 40 say. I'm a football player, and I run sideline to sideline. I can get there. So I mean, it just shows that when it's time to put them pads on, put that helmet on, I'm gonna go find the ball.
Drake, a couple minutes ago, you said you always find a way to prove people wrong. Where does that come from? How do you do that?
Just all my life, I've been doubted. Just I don't just going through what I've been through. A lot of people want to think that I would be where I'm standing. At one point in my life, if I had a phone, I wouldn't have two numbers to put in it. I was I was an orphan. I went years without talking to my brothers and sisters. Like I said, I got 12, and I'm very protective, and that's probably one of the hardest things for me is being away from them. But um, I mean, even then, going to high school and yeah, in the backyard of Arkansas, I didn't get offered until the middle of my senior year. Everybody, you know, felt like I should have got offered before, and really felt like I was slept on. But I continued to work and continue to strive, and it was the last one in that class to get offered, and first one in that class to start. And I mean, it's just, I mean, all my life, I just kind of been doubted, even through injuries. They said that he wouldn't, be able to bounce back and be the same. But like I said, I mean, I'm just getting started, man. So I'm ready to come in and learn from these guys and pick it up, and uh, just and show the coaches what I really can do.
At what point in your
Couple
life
more guys.
did you find football as the path to kind of prove people wrong? When did that sink in for you?
Um, I mean, really, I started playing when I got to the group home in 9th grade, in 8th grade, and started playing football from there. Uh, it really what made me just love football was just me being around different guys and being able to do something different. In the group home, we was outside probably 10 minutes a day, but I mean, there's not much that it's like, when I got that chance to use football as my outlet. I was around a bunch of guys that that loved the game just as much as me. And then not only that, but they treated me like I was their brother. And I mean, obviously they saw the talent and what I brought to the table, but I mean, it was a love that I guess I've never had before. So since then, uh, I've always just used football as my way of getting out of my situation, out of my circumstance, and making better for myself.
Who did you look up to when you were developing? Who were some of the players that you looked up to for the pattern your game after?
As far as just as I was growing up,
Yeah.
definitely Patrick Willis, man. He was just one of the linebackers that I read his story. Well, I saw his story. I was young at the time, and I really wasn't around a lot of TV. When I was real young, and in the group home, we didn't, they ain't allow us to watch TV, and even when I lived in the shelter and when I lived with my foster parents, they just wasn't, I didn't watch a lot of TV, but I knew the story about Patrick Willis and his brother and his life and his situation and what he had went through, and I mean, obviously him, Ray Lewis, just what he had been through, and just the leadership and the qualities that he had, and yeah, them really was the guys that I looked up to. Eric Reed a little bit, and I mean, Tyrann Mathieu, and I just those were kind of the guys that I've always kind of visioned and pictured myself playing like.
Your first thoughts, I understand you just flew in. I don't know how much time you spent in California. Your first thoughts on it here, and what are you looking forward to doing here as part of being the Niners?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
I understand you haven't spent much time in the Bay Area.
Right, correct. Yes, ma'am.
Just your initial thoughts on the Bay Area?
What
are you most looking forward to doing?
I kind of slept all the way here, so I really didn't. I didn't see too much flying in, but just my thoughts is, I'm just ready to get started. I'm ready to, whether it's special teams, they're going to give me an opportunity to prove myself. So, that's all I really need. So, I'm excited to see the culture. Obviously, the seafood. I'm a seafood fan. I love seafood, shrimp, lobster, steak, whatever it is. I love seafood, so I'm excited to get a little bit of that. But really, just I'm excited to make this my home. I'm ready to get my feet in here. I got 4 hours of sleep last night. I've been up. I was at my plane 3 hours before the plane. Actually, I was ready to go. Like I was ready, and I mean, I was excited just to be a part of the family and get comfortable. And really show the coaches what I can do.
Dre, you
Last one.
At college, there's a lot written about your childhood and your backstory, and now here in the NFL, let's talk about this specific story about a college party. You mentioned you're kind of ready for the focus to just be about you, the football player. Has it ever been frustrating, like, to talk about this again, or do you kind of understand it and embrace, at least your childhood?
At first it really was frustrating, because I go to a lot of interviews, and a lot of the interviews were just about family and stuff, and obviously I was freshman All-American, and sophomore year had broke my foot twice in one season, and off season was recovering, coming back from that, and but just at first it was frustrating, but then even then even to some of the coaches I've talked to. They was always, the first thing I got from scouts and stuff is, tell me your family background. It's like, dang, you want me to tell you about my football? Like, I can tell you something about football too. But, I mean, it was. But then again, I look back on it, man, and it's a story that, not a lot of people can say that they went through and that they made it out of. And, there's a lot of kids in foster homes that, may not have got the same opportunity, but if they just hear somebody else's story, they see somebody that's been through something that's similar to them, then maybe they get some, the idea or the hopes that they can do it too, and which they can. It just it takes a different mentality and a lot of perseverance, but you know, I'm grateful and thankful for what I've been through because, I mean, it made me who I am today. You know, I wouldn't be here if I wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't have put that work ethic, that drive in me. So, you know, I'm thankful for it.
How many hours early were you for your flight? How many hours early?
I was about three or four. I mean, I had the departure was 9:45. I was in there by 6:15. So, yeah.